Alright guys, I'm ready for action. As you can see, it's got no safety, but the trigger is safe. Okay, so we can just put it in. That's punctured. And we should be ready for action. I have my targets set, so let's start shooting, guys. For some more can shooting, guys. Well, the disadvantage with this gun is obviously the price of the rubber balls as compared to the BB gun or the air gun. Here you pay quite a lot for a small box of those rubber or steel reinforced rubber balls. But it's a lot of fun, because this seems more like a real gun with the hitting power and the size of the bullets. So the 50 cal, I like it. Hello and welcome, guys. Today I have this home defense revolver, which is very similar to the one I've already tested using the steel BBs, which was CO2 powered. You can see the other film on our channel too. And this time it's a 50 caliber 6 round CO2 revolver, which is attaining quite high joules when it hits, so that's why it's called a home defense weapon. And you can store it conveniently. Oh, I'm opening it up now. As you can see, here's the revolver. The good news is you can store the CO2 inside, and upon well, some intruders coming in, you can just push it in, and that pops the CO2 cartridge, and then you can fire. So it's not punctured at all times. Alright, let me show you how to open the mag. It's a very similar way that we've seen with the other gun. That means you pull on the spring here, and then this drum comes out. As you can see, it's much bigger. Here I have the balls ready. One is the rubber ball, and even more stopping power is the steel hardened rubber balls. This is much heavier. This is light, and a CO2 cartridge which I have ready. Alright, so, and you can see this is made by Umarex, so no news there. It's very similar to the other one. It looks virtually identical, just the caliber is much bigger. So let's power it on, and I can demonstrate how it shoots. Okay, guys. To put the CO2 in, you need to untighten this knob, and you can see that's the spike that punctures. That's the CO2 compartment. Okay, guys, so remember, in this case, in this revolver, you put it the other way around. That means you put it like this, because this part has a spike which punctures the whole cartridge, and then upon you push the knob, it actually goes into the end bit, making it live. Alright, so putting it nicely, so then screwing the end in, you can see there's a knob here which is now inside. When we close this up and we push it, when we push it in, this knob will pop out and be seen as red. Now for the mag, let's use the rubber bullets first, rubber balls, and then we can check the steel hardened rubber balls. I will try some cans and maybe a plank of wood, see how it works. Okay, time to put it in. So we just slide it in like that, and we let go of the spring here. Okay, and you can see it's basically ready for action. So we just need to pop it like that, and then we can begin firing. Let's take it to the field. Let me just set the targets right, and we can begin. Okay, so I have the cartridge in place. You can see it's on because the bolt went out. Alright, and you can see it's live now. We can start firing. And it's pretty accurate, as you can see. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, now it's more damage, I can see. Now it's penetrated right through. And this is, remember, a rubber ball. So from what I read, it's below 17 joules, but still very much painful, probably. Oh yes, check this out. So I guess this will be really painful if you hit somebody. Okay, let's do some more target practicing. You can probably tell it's real easy to operate that gun. Here we have the mag, and here are the steel hardened rubber BBs, or rubber balls, not BBs. If you look at the two of them, they look virtually identical, although this is definitely heavier than this one. So, and you can feel this is hard. Well, even like that, seems softer. Okay, and now let's put those steel hardened BBs into the mag, and we can see what damage it does. Okay, putting it in is real nice and easy again. So just place the mag in place, and you let go of that spring, and it's basically in place, ready to shoot. So it's major easy to operate this self-defense weapon, or home defense revolver as they call it, and must be really painful if somebody gets hit with such a steel rubber ball. Okay, so let's check it out, guys. Okay guys, now testing the steel hardened balls, and let's see how they do. Nice. Okay. So here the damage was definite, and even more so. I could hear it hits it with more strength, more power. So I feel sorry for the guy that will be hit with the rubber, steel hardened rubber ball. And I think we can still check that plank of wood, how it reacts to that. So let's get an up close camera. Is there any effect on this plank of wood? Oh yes, there is a depression from being hit. I'm not sure if you guys will see it, but I can feel it on the finger. There is a dent in the wood. Looking for any other places. Well, so far I can only feel this one. Oh, and there's another one here on the other side. So with this black marking, there's another dent made by the steel hardened rubber ball. Now let's try to blow this bottle up with this steel hardened BB. Alright guys, so as you can see, the steel reinforced rubber ball, well, can do some damage, and I'm pretty sure this will be very painful to any home offender. So now moving on from this broken bottle to shooting a heart. And that's the end of gas. So it's quite gas consuming, so we need to load another cartridge. Alright guys, so now pressing it in. Okay, now you can see it's out with a red mark, and that means it's not safe anymore. But it's pretty safe owing to the fact that you have a safety trigger. So let's try to shoot some heart now. And there it is. Nice. And the heart is gone. Okay guys, so now what about if you want to scare somebody from far off with this home defense weapon? And I'm not sure if you can see it, but I placed a bottle right there in the fence, and I'm gonna try to hit it from, like, well, it's well over 50 meters away. Oh, it may be tough, but let's try. Well, I was not able to hit that bottle from this distance. Let's try and come a bit closer. Alright, now I'm on the bonfire. And this is like maybe 12 meters away, or maybe more, 15. Well, that's about it, I would say. 20-30 meters you can hit a target easily, then the balls don't go that accurate anymore.